a peaceful death look to you? Where would you want to be? Who would you want to be there? How would you like pain managed? Or how would you like any symptom managed? Like, what are you willing to tolerate versus what you're not willing to tolerate? It is so important that we get super clear on these things now. Because I'm telling you, when it's happening in the moment, it's hard for your brain to kind of make anything clear. So to have this stuff clear now is so important. I even think this is a great gift to give to your loved ones. So say you are the one that's been diagnosed with something terminal. You filling this out and then giving it to your loved ones who are going to be the caregivers of you while you're in this phase. This gives them a clear picture of what you want and what you would hope to get from them and to get from hospice. Oh my gosh, I just remember one part of the book. There's an amazing part of the book still in the second part of Advice for the Dying about how to ask for help. So many of us, me included, have a hard time asking for help or even knowing how to do it. We think we're being clear, we think we're saying all the right things, but people still aren't helping us. What the heck? So there's a whole clear section in there on how to do it. Exactly how to do it. Exactly what to say. So we can get help during this time. And even practicing trying to ask for help. Also in this section, one of my favorite parts, again, you're gonna hear me say every part is my favorite because I love it so much. And I think these things are so important, if you couldn't tell. But I give a clear script to talk to your doctor. So how to talk to your doctor about end of life, about your disease progression, I give you a clear script. I think it's really hard to know what to ask your doctors. So to have someone who has worked in healthcare who knows what questions to ask can be really helpful. So I also give like direct scripts and ways to communicate more effectively with your healthcare workers that are working with you. Whew, part 3. Advice for the caregivers. This chapter, if you want to call it a chapter, gives so many tips and tricks on how to do it, on how to let go of some of that need for control, which I know I would feel as well. You know, what does it feel like when you let your person who you're caring for, when you let their body be the guide, when you don't force them to eat, or if you allow them to sleep all day? What is that doing to you? How does that feel? Part of the journal is to help you emotionally deal with that, questions to ask yourself, how to care for yourself during this time, how to get honest with yourself about how you feel from day to day. I know it's overwhelming. I know it is, because I see this day in and day out. These exercises are ways to become clear with how you're feeling, how you're doing, and what you need. In this section of the book, I also give you a practical guide to kind of look at your loved one step by step, system by system, so you can see how much they're declining. You can kind of see where they are at in this disease progression, things you can monitor if you want to, right? How well are they walking? How well are they eating? How well are they taking care of themselves? Can they shower? Can they brush their teeth? Things like this to monitor will help you kind of see how they're declining and how fast or how slow it's happening. It can give you a better idea on where they're at in the disease progression. Now, I don't think that's the most important thing, but I know how it feels because people tell me, all of my patients' families tell me how you can just feel so out of control because you don't know. You don't know. You don't have any way to understand or quantify what's happening or qualify what's happening. So in that chapter, I give you specific things you can look for that can kind of give you a heads up on how your loved one is doing. And a quick thing to remember too, you're not using this as like, oh, there's a problem now. Oh, they're not eating more, that's a problem. That's not what this is for. This is for you to have a gauge just to see the progression. Not necessarily anything you have to do or fix. It's just for peace of mind for you so you can have an idea of where they're at.